Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end. This is the end of the Dead Space Remake stream series. I am going to finish this game this time, if it kills me. I think I left off on Chapter 10 last time I played, and I think there's only 12 chapters in the game, so I think a 3 or 4 hour stream will finish up the rest of it. But you were listening to the Ocean Force Point Temple theme from Star Fox Adventures. In my opinion, it's a very underrated title. I get the criticisms of it. It's not really a traditional Star Fox game, and I am a bit blinded by nostalgia since I did play it when I was very young. But at the same time, I enjoy it for what it is, and I don't really ask much more than just a few hours of entertainment with it. But it has an amazing soundtrack. Good job to David Weiss for that one. But again, today we're going to be finishing up Dead Space Remake, and then after that, the next stream, I'm going to be starting one of 3 games. I'm kind of in between with those 3. I'm either going to start Skies of Arcadia, Star Fox Adventures, or Final Fantasy 15. I might just do Star Fox Adventures in one of those 2, because starting a JRPG is it's going to be a long process. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm probably not going to stream the New Game Plus mode, and that's primarily just because I don't want to oversaturate the stream with just Dead Space, because that'll be like another week and a half worth of streaming, and I kind of want to move on to other things, and I'll probably just do that by myself. I've also made some adjustments to the stream. Usually I have a fan on, but I managed to switch it to a lower setting that's still comfortable for me, and it's not crazy loud, so you're not going to hear a lot of background noise from me. But yeah, let's get this started. Content warning, read before playing. Oh, I could just literally just skip through that. Okay. And again, something I really love about this is that it just continues exactly where you left off from last time. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a guy that was banging on the wall screaming in absolute agony. Because, like, it sounds like he's banging from up here. But when I came in here last time, there was just this necromorph here. I don't know, maybe Isaac is just hallucinating. I do remember that I have to go to the store because I have a couple things that I'm going to sell, and I'm going to get the next armor set. I think primarily the armor and then some ammo, and, well, I could really use a lot of different things right now, but hopefully when I get the next armor set, it will actually give me some health. That way I can cut out a little bit of the middleman. I think that was a door that I couldn't enter. Yeah. I mean, so far I've really been enjoying this remake. Like, this is Dead Space to its core, but it's different enough to where it feels like a brand new experience. Like, it's Dead Space, but more, I think. And there's a few gripes that I've had here and there, but those are really minor nitpicks. And that is mostly just to some of the characters, but for the most part, like, this is 100% an improvement on a lot of the things. Okay, here's my store. Because they made it look new enough to where it isn't, like, pristine. And it still looks, like, really rustic and jank. Because I think another way that the Dead Space 1, the original, works so well is because since it was made in 2008, it's got that late 2000s look to it. So while it still looks great, it has that grittiness and that muddy texture look that kind of gives you the same feel that, say, like Silent Hill 2 did. Okay, it looks like it didn't give me any new health. That's lame. But I can sell this oxygen tank at the very least. So I think, yeah, I definitely need pulse rifle ammo. Probably wouldn't hurt to get a plasma cutter round or two. No, I'll just get more pulse rifle ammo. Yeah, there's not really anything that I can afford selling right now. But I've got a lot of inventory space, so that'll come in handy. Plus, each suit that you get gives you a little bit of an armor upgrade, so hopefully I don't get, like, a health bar taken off of me every time I get hit. Level 4 suit. Woo! Hey, Spark. Good to see you, man. You'll see me finish this up, hopefully. Barring any unintended incidents. Like medication screwing with me, or power going out, or something stupid like that. See, I like the level 4 suit, but I don't like the helmet for it. I really just like the three slit visor. Like, it's a, well, actually, it does have the 3 slits. Maybe I'm thinking of the one from Dead Space 1, like the original, but... Well, if this is the equivalent suit than the one that I'm thinking of from the original game, then I do like this a lot better. Because I never really liked... But I want my alcohol! I never really liked the 4 visor design of the level 4 and 5 suits from the original. So, this is a lot cooler. Because it just, like... A 3-slit design makes sense, but, like, any more than that is just overkill. Suit level 5 has 4. Dead Space 1 2008 had 3 very thin slits. Yeah, I know, for the, original. Okay. Now I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna upgrade my HP because that'll give me full health. And then increase my plasma cutter damage. And then the line does. Yeah, it'll probably be a while before I can get that upgrade though. I mean, I'm not too concerned, but at the same time that is a priority. Because the 2 primary weapons that I'm going to use are, of course, the pulse rifle and the plasma cutter. And also, did you already forget my name, Sparkster? It's Eno, or I know. The S is just because I couldn't put an apostrophe. Hey, Trends, good to see ya.
Isaac, I'm losing you. Something on the crew deck must be interfering with the signal.
I can guess what that something is.
If the marker's active... Shit. The crew deck is locked down, but the deck supervisor might have an override key. The last location I have for her is the gym. How long will it take to install the singularity core on that shuttle?
Not long, if no one tries to stop me.
Hurry. We can't leave the marker in their hands.
hey Sarah, good to see ya. Oh, I can't wait till you beat the game so I'm no longer bound by my oath. Also, hey, the liquid appears. Hey, White Liquid, good to see ya. Okay. Lots of untouched corpses just strewn about. Well, I got some credits at least. Okay, I love that Isaac still swears when he stops. It's just better to be safe than sorry. I've got to take out as many of these bodies as I can. Blood of Medusa. Endless Darkness. Endless Dread. Dark Field. Beyond Metal Fest. Titan Station, October 26th through 27th, 2508. Beyond Metal Fest. We've got artists such as I can't read any of that because of my eyesight. Lots of untouched corpses. Glad you said it, and not someone with a kinkier view. Oh. Because chances are I'm going to come back here and then there's going to be an infector that spawns and it's just going to be ridiculous. Okay. So, that way.
Security card required.
You know what? Fuck your security card. Just 2 for good measure. Locker room and showers. So, earlier they said that all the survivors have gathered on the crew deck, so I'm not really seeing many survivors here. At the very least, I can stock up on stuff for these lockers. Survivor is a broad term. Oh, I just got the next suit, and then you give me the schematic for the next one? Use the Kinesis module to grab the ball and shoot it into the rings before the timer runs out. Beating each level yields a reward that can be claimed from the lockers. When the center of a ring lights up, target that ring for a score multiplier. Play ball. Wait, is this the minigame that I'm thinking of? Because there's like a... Oh, it is! There's like this weird like 0G basketball thing in the original, and this, I guess this is the same thing. Okay, so... Oh. Which one is the highest scoring net? I have the memory of a goldfish sometimes, so it probably told me which one was highest score, but I'm just gonna throw as many as I can. See, now this would be a really fun sport, though. And I realize that there's probably necromorphs behind me. Get out of here, I'm playing 0G basketball. There, I'm gonna get one more in. Yeah, fuck you. Where? It's like interrupting a bunch of college kids during the Super Bowl. You just don't do that. Okay. Now that that's taken care of... Are you kidding me? Interrupting my damn sports. Okay. So, I'm gonna try that again. Fucking necromorphs interrupting my sports. I am gonna take this in the other room, though, because I do need it. But I don't want it to get in the way. And I also don't want to shoot it into oblivion and completely lose where it is. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. You know, some people would say that this takes away from the atmosphere. I disagree. I love this. Dunk! Can't really dunk in zero-G basketball, but close enough. See, I wish I was this good at the actual arcade games, like the basketball arcade games in real life. Because, I'll be honest, I cannot throw a basketball worth shit. I mean, it's fun to mess around with, but like, you know, like, I've never really gotten the proper technique down for that. It's the same thing with football. Like, I can't throw a football either. It's like, people have shown me multiple times, like, oh, you gotta hold it a certain way, you know, you gotta aim for the certain thing, but I've just never been good at it, and, you know, I think that's the charm in it, that I completely suck at real-life basketball and football. It makes it more fun, because when I do accomplish something in one of those sports, I feel much better, because, like, it's just a fluke. Still, I think that this would be absolutely fun as hell to do in real life. Playing like basketball or football on the International Space Station. Say they made it painfully easy in this one. It's good to have a moment of levity by scoring. Yeah, I mean, it's good to kind of have like a moment to just relax. Even though I got attacked by necromorphs on my first run through that, it's still really, really fun. Because in the original, like I said before, you just aim up or down and just you aim at wherever you want to go with the 0G, but in that you had free roam. So it really made that experience a lot easier, and I think I wouldn't call it cheating, but it's just like there's really no challenge to it anymore. But I mean, there's only so much you can do adding a new system while preserving the original's intent. And for a side thing like that, it's completely fine. But it does show you that the upgrade really does change everything. But after that, I am going to take a moment to get a drink of water. Apologies for any unintentional ASMR there. Something I've realized throughout my previous streams is I get really dehydrated. Okay, let me see if there's anything else up here. I mean, never say never. I mean, these bodies could very easily come back to haunt me later. Wait, what? No! Glorious. Okay. Pretend that didn't happen. Oh, well, what do you know? A corpse that's completely untouched. I wonder whatever shall I do? Oh no, you scared me. Oh. No! Yeah, I was dropping frames there for a minute. There's just so many corpses in this room that hung up for a second there. So, how is everybody doing today? It kind of feels more like a Friday for me. And that's mostly just because I don't have my other job to go to, so I don't have to go to my other job until Saturday, so it's just a little bit more relaxing for me this week. I did get a raise at my other job, though, so I'm a lot happier this week. Because, like, money's always been, like, a really big stress for me, and just being able to kind of breathe easy a little bit, getting a raise at my other job has really helped with that, so. So how is everybody in the chat doing today? Sell that stasis pack. Because I am completely out of pulse rifle ammo. My med kit. pretty good. You're right about it feeling like a Friday. The perks being able to front load files during the week. Yeah. Like, I work 2 jobs, so, like, I work a morning job and then I work an evening job, but only on some days. What's going on here?
Mercer!
What?
Mercer, wait. Tell me. I want to understand. What is convergence?
I know, but this is great. I have to see this through.
When you put it that way, you and your marker can go to hell. No! God damn it!
Okay, so I'm gonna restart from checkpoint, but I mean, when you put that into Dead Space lore, that actually doesn't make... Like, that actually could make a lot of sense for that to happen, Isaac seeing something that isn't there. But that's fucking awesome. I love that. I mean, I'm not even mad that that glitch happened, or the bug, or whatever. Like, that was pretty entertaining to me. And it makes sense lore-wise. Like, if you told me that that was, like, intentional, I probably would have believed you. Because the fact that the marker is there, and, of course, like, the marker causes hallucinations, it makes complete sense. Okay, so really all I gotta do is go back down there and sell that stuff again. But we're off to a good start. Oh yeah, that's right. They cornered me in this hallway, so I can be a little more prepared this time. Prepared my ass! Well, I tried. Alright. Well, at least I didn't use a lot of ammo this time around. I am, however, going to use the fuck everything gun. Because fuck infectors. Okay. And I'm gonna just do like a single stomp on every body that I find, just so that doesn't happen again. I think Isaac and Marcus Phoenix would get along pretty well because they're both the king of curb stomps. But I still, like, for those of you who don't know, there is a Fortnite pack with Isaac Clarke in it. Like, first of all, like, Fortnite, like, that's, like, your kid-friendly, Battle Royale third-person shooter. But, like, why Isaac Clarke? Like, I understand that some of the IPs in there are a little more violent, like Resident Evil, for example, but, like, Dead Space is, like, its own animal. Like, it's just, like... I'm glad that it'll introduce maybe some kids to the franchise in the future, but at the same time, it's like... It's just such a weird collaboration to me. But I mean, I have no room to talk. I played Rated M games when I was like 6 years old. Like Perfect Dark and I don't remember if GoldenEye was rated M or not. I think Perfect Dark was rated M. Yes, money. Money is the answer to a lot of things. But at the same time, it gets me a little excited because it shows that EA is at least interested in promoting the franchise again. So that gives me hope that something will happen in the future. But I can't really give any conclusion on that until I beat this game and beat the New Game Plus mode. Fortnite is a marketing synergy platform disguised as a game. I mean, very, very true. Like, I mean, I just can't get over the fact, like, Master Chief using Kamehameha. It fucking bugged again. But, like, seeing, like, Chris Redfield, Master Chief, and, Darth Vader and Isaac Clarke using Kamehameha is just weird. And also fighting against Dragon Ball characters, and and fucking LeBron James, man. It's weird. It's trying to be the Smash Bros. Of third-person shooters, but I absolutely detest Epic Games, so... Okay, let's see if it works this time.
It didn't work. You're not gonna hurt anyone else.
I'd say usefulness has run out.
Mercer!
Still alive, Mr. Clark. I'm still denied convergence thanks to this ingrate.
Mercer, wait. Tell me. I want to understand. What is convergence?
But you already know. Dead or living, we all feel the marker's true purpose. Don't you want to be reunited with the people you lost?
Aye.
Yes. Then why not with me? Mr. Temple has refused. But we are so close. Everything that has happened on the Ishimura is just the beginning.
When you put it that way, you and your marker can go to hell.
Shame.
No! God damn it!
And this is
Jacob, no!
stasis. I think your death comes faster.
Fucking shit! I guess I can pick up the force gun. What's my objective? Escape the hunter. Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Clearance confirmed.
Okay. Okay, so cool thing I noticed when I get too close to the marker, it like fucks up my vision a little bit. Okay, so it says escape the hunter, but it's like, okay. Come on, baby, come on. I hesitate to say that I'm safe. Okay, let me take a moment to read the chat here. Wait, did Isaac used to speak in the first game, or is this new development for him? He had, like, grunting sounds and stuff, but he didn't actually talk. I feel like Isaac could have just shot him. He's carrying a literal mining
But you're
laser.
on it right, Isaac. Everything's gonna be just like it was.
That was the game's subtle reminder that I need to pay attention. Oh no shit, it's in marker script. Or unitology or whatever the fuck they call it. I mean, it could go either way. It's the language of unitology.
I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything.
Take one down, pass it around, stomp them all to hell. I couldn't think of anything clever. I apologize for any bassiness you may hear in the background. That is one of my neighbors who likes to literally implode everyone's eardrums within a mile radius with their bass. Okay, let me see if I can... Okay, I can't reach that. Gonna kinda... Okay, good, yeah. Like, one of my neighbors, who lives in the adjacent apartments, like, they play their bass, like, so loud that it shakes the apartment complex. And sometimes, like, some of the stuff that I have hanging on the walls falls off because it's just so loud. So, either that person is, like, completely deaf, or they've got, like, super ears. And I know what's coming, because in the original there was a bunch of dividers here. Knew it! Okay, I've still got enough for a couple asteroid cutter shots. Okay. I mean, I will say the noise levels are definitely a lot better where I live now, because when I was back in college, you'd hear people, like, screaming bloody murder in the hallways, and... His new Halo game looks great. Love the Flood. Yeah, you know, when you say that, Sarah, it kind of makes me sad, because Joseph Staten for Halo Infinite is no longer, like, the team lead or whatever position he was at 343. He got moved back to Microsoft Game Studios. So either A, whatever single-player work they were doing for Halo Infinite is done. Okay, there's like credits there, but I can't grab it. But, or B, they're just going to focus on the live service aspect. So Halo Infinite had a really troublesome development, and I haven't honestly touched it in probably like 6 or 7 months. He was the guy who Joseph Staten is the guy who basically wrote a lot of Halo story. He was like the cutscene director for the first few games, and they brought him on board for Halo Infinite. Oh, I had no idea that I had these. To basically fix up the troubled development, and now he's gone again. So to be honest, I'm really disappointed, because that means that any substantial story DLC is probably not going to happen unless they've already got it completed. Okay, and then I need pulse rifle ammo. Okay, one more. That way I've still got some credits left over just in case. Yeah, Halo's kind of in a bad state right now, which is why I'm glad that Dead Space Remake came out. I've really... Like, it's been hard for me to find new games lately that I've been really interested in. I love the gameplay, but the structure wasn't the best. Yeah, and that's the sad thing, is that... like, I really liked how they went back to the classic art style. It had a good start, it's just that the management was just terrible. Like, they've seen so many failed live services, and yet they went for it anyway. I mean, a little bit of a round of applause for trying to go free-to-play so more people can access Halo, but at the same time, the live service aspect, I think, really just killed it. But yeah, like, the fact that Dead Space Remake came out, and then we've got Jedi Survivor, which was delayed till April, and then Resident Evil 4 Remake and Silent Hill 2, it's like, those are really the only games I'm interested in. Like, I'm not interested in COD or anything like that. Like, a lot of new games nowadays just, like, come out, like, half-finished.
Humanity's ascension. Do not falter at the very brink. Patient? Symptoms? Is the last strongest. The grief or the guilt?
Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. But I will say, back to Halo, though, that MCC, like, the Halo MCC team is probably the only team at 343 that's doing the right thing. Like, the mod tools and Steam Workshop, like, they're superstars. Like, adding in cut content, just, like, fixing up Halo CE, it's fantastic, the work that they're doing. It's just a shame that the only good that's coming out of it is working on prior games. I never really was into 2000, 2010 big titles, Halo, Dead Space, Kingdom Hearts, Gal, stylist stuff mainly.
Toxic hazard detected.
Oh, shit! Yeah, see, like, for the longest time, I was pretty close-minded with a lot of the games that I played. growing up, I was very much a Nintendo guy. And then, of course, I got a 360 later on. And, of course, I played the original Xbox, but, like... I primarily, like, was playing Nintendo games growing up. That is a Guardian. Oh, shit, I nearly just lost my head! Okay.
Toxic hazard clear.
Yeah, I literally just threw a tin can and that actually worked. Surprised the hunter didn't follow me into this room. Didn't really do shooters. The Borderlands is pretty good, and Horizon was great. Never played Nintendo other than Smash. Yeah, Borderlands was one that I really liked, but I never really got into Borderlands past the second one. Like, every time, the thing is, like, every time I tried to play Borderlands, like, I'd start, like, a story mode with friends, and then I would stop, and then every time, like, we'd want to start over, and I just couldn't use my original profile, so it was just an endless cycle of, like, oh, let's start over, and where's my resource microtransactions and ham-fisted co-op? Hey, Taylor, it's good to see ya. Yeah, like, pre-sequel, I got pretty far in, and again, never finished that because of the same issue, like, everyone wanting to start over, which, I mean, that's fine, and, like, you want a fresh experience, but it's like, I never got to finish those games because of that reason. Because I just never really wanted to play it by myself, because it just was much more fun to play that co-op, and I think that's the problem I have with a lot of games like that, is I just don't really want to play them by myself unless it's strictly a single-player game. So, it needs a battery, so I think there might have been... I'm gonna check back over there real quick, see if there's one in the hallway maybe that I missed, and if not, I'll go back and see if I can grab one. Okay. So I definitely need to go back and grab one. Pre-sequel wasn't the best, Borderlands 2 was honestly the best. I'm still miffed about 3 for spoiler reasons. Yeah, it's like... It's a great series, and it's one that I really loved playing the first game and second game and pre-sequel, but it's just, there's so much more to it that I got lost after a while, and it's just like, I have to dedicate so much time into Borderlands to actually really enjoy it, and when I first played it, I played it on the original, or I played it on the Xbox 360, and, I was playing it offline because I didn't have Xbox Live and I didn't have a PC at that point, so...
Toxic hazard detected.
Not seeing any batteries here, so maybe I have to backtrack a little more. Unless it's in the storage room.
Toxic hazard cleared.
Well, even if it's not in here, it's going to get some resources. Because if I do have to backtrack and I get attacked, this will be good. Oh, no, it's right here. But since I'm in a safe room, I will take the time to read the chat. I'll totally play with you anytime you want. I don't like restarting until I get done with the main story and DLC. Speaking of Borderlands, I still felt the original's best. Awesome games to play. Make him play League. I'm gonna just, like, flat out say no. I value my sanity. It's like, I tried once to play League of Legends, and granted, I was playing it with somebody who is inherently not a very good person, but at the same time, like, League is just, like, it's infamous for being more toxic than the Call of Duty community. You do one thing wrong, you get reported to Riot Games by your teammates. I hate it, man.
Toxic hazard cleared.
I played League in the... Yeah, you sound like the Warframe White Knights there. It's like, Warframe isn't dead, I still play it every day. Yeah, just look at the player count from 2017 to 2023. You're a new player reported for trolling. Yeah, I have noticed that you've been playing Warframe. Is it still absolute garbage right now? I mean, like, I'm not, like, if you want to just do, like, some mindless grinding, then it's probably a good time waster, but I just won't touch that game ever again. Just because of what they did. And it's just like, I just don't feel like Digital Extremes has the capacity to change, even with D.E. Rebecca as the helm. Just because, like, you know, like, I trusted them for so long, and then they let me down with the new war, and I still have not beaten the new war because I don't have the game installed anymore. One of the quests has a horrid time gate that gets longer after every mission. See, that's the reason why I haven't touched it. It's just like 5 missions takes about a week and a half due to time. Yeah, not to mention like the whole waiting for, like, you know, at first I defended this. Like the whole mobile game, like waiting for your resources to build thing, but you can basically instantaneously finish a build by using platinum. It's just, you know, it's a mobile game system. Like waiting X amount of hours for this specific thing to build, this specific resource. And I just never liked how every time a new Warframe came out, you would have to basically like farm for a new resource exclusive to that Warframe, and the drop rate was just awful. And sometimes even more so than the Prime Warframes, and it's just, I just was not having a good time with it. And especially because they could never consistently release an update. Like, they say, oh, the new war coming 2019. And then the new war never came out until 2021, I think. By the way, once you're comfy and ready, I can set up anything you need for YouTube and barely set up. Taylor! Like, you're making me laugh. You're making me laugh while I'm trying to stream a serious game. Oh, why am I not surprised? I mean, I thought it was already out, but that's how much I pay attention to Warframe. Oh, hello, I'm back, and you're talking about Warframe as I'm playing it. Yeah, I mean, if you're enjoying it, by all means, continue to enjoy it. I just don't want to touch it. It's just, Warframe just made me very angry. As a genre of free-to-play, grind-a-thon MMOs, I'm honestly surprised at the ones that are still stumbling along. Destroy the tendril in the Deluxe headquarters. In Deluxe quarters. So I'm gonna get close to the marker and see what happens. Make this hole. Make this hole. What? Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Or at least now that the hunter's not chasing me, I can look through this room and kind of see like what I missed. Do I have anything that I can sell? Ooh, I can sell the force energy. I don't have the force gun. Or at the very least, I'm not using it. And I can probably get a few plasma cutter rounds. I still am surprised that I don't have the contact energy schematic. Like, I thought I did, but maybe I just don't... Maybe I either missed it or I just haven't reached it yet. But yeah, like, by all means, if you're enjoying any of the games that I dislike, I mean, by all means, continue to enjoy them. Like, don't take my opinion as fact, but it's just... They're just, you know, with Warframe, it's just like, I had my fun with it, I just disagree with how it's being handled. And it's just like, I'd rather just spend my time on other games. Ones that aren't gonna suck away my time and not deliver on release dates.
What's happening? Find the shuttle. You need to install the singularity core.
B.
Isaac! Isaac, can you hear me?
Yeah, like, I'm not some jerk that's gonna take away somebody's fun. Oh, fire extinguisher. I mean, if you want to take away someone's fun, you could, but you would be that kind of streamer. Unless you're... Taylor, no. Oh, hey, another fire extinguisher. I'm gonna leave this out in the open, though, just in case I get ambushed again. See, I hear them crawling through the vents, but... Crew member laughing. Deluxe bathrooms. Well, that's how you know it's a game made by EA. Where'd you go? Oh yes, the deluxe bathroom DLC with high-powered toilet. I mean, granted, I am streaming the deluxe edition, but that's just because I wanted, like, the extra skins and whatnot. Like, Dead Space, to me, is like your Mass Effect, Taylor. Like, I am a sucker for this franchise. And we both had disappointing third entries in the series, so we... Which, ironically enough, in Dead Space 3, there is a suit that you can get, There's a suit that you can get that is the N7 suit from Mass Effect. It's basically just a reskin of the security suit from Dead Space 2. But it's like, if you have a Mass Effect 3 save file, you get that. So it's like, ironic that both of the third entries in the series had disappointing endings and just was disappointing. You get my drift. I think I'm hearing the hunter, but... So, what do I need here? Okay, doors are on. Did I seriously damage myself from that? Weird. Okay, so... I guess I need to go through there, but I gotta find the tendril that's blocking the way first, which is right there. Yep! No! And I'm locked in. Persistent. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna have to go put away Warhammer models in a few minutes. I'll keep your stream up though for looking purposes. Yeah, like if you got things to do, like you don't have to stick around. Like this is just a place for everyone to chill, relax, and just have a good time. But like if you got other obligations, like by all means do those first. Like I don't want to keep anybody here. Definitely need to get some plasma cutter ammo. Aw, thank you, Sarah. That means a lot. Like, I'm just really thankful that you were able to help me do this opportunity to begin with and get away from YouTube. Because I tell you, this is something that I actually look forward to doing every week. Like, YouTube, like, I just dreaded doing, but this I actually look forward to.
My friends, is this what you hoped for when you signed your lives away to the church? Does this carnage look like transcendence? I don't know what lies beyond death. Not anymore. But I do know our lives are more than just fuel for convergence. If we work together, we can fight this evil. It's not too late. Please.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I will admit Twitch does have its issues, but it's like, I'm not really concerned about, like, money or anything of that nature. It's just, this is more manageable for me. Like, I don't have to spend, like, 6 hours editing a video and then it only get, like, 30 views. Whereas this, I can just, like, relax with a live audience, talk, and have a good time. And, of course, share games that I'm passionate about. What's that? Executive quarters key card. Yeah, like, YouTube just is more toxic nowadays. Like, it's just not worth doing a lot of stuff. But I do want to do that live stream on Sunday, though, but that's pretty much the extent of what I want to do. The armored ones. Start up an art YouTube channel to grow my audience, but also terrified to start it. Yeah, and I don't blame you. It's just like... Here, I'd like... Again, I'm not going to mention the channel name just because of my privacy, and I want this to be a completely separate venture. But it's like... Here, I can actually be myself, and I can express myself in a way that's true to me. But if I tried to do this same thing on that aforementioned YouTube channel, I'd be eaten alive.
Login security card.
Not exactly sure what that did, but hopefully it did something. Destroy Tendril and Chief Steward's office. See, I see these glowy... Okay, that actually let me grab it, because, like, earlier I saw a glowy bit under one of the chairs and I couldn't actually do anything. Alright, I'm gonna lurk for a bit. If you're still on when I'm done, I'll message again. Alright, see you in a bit, Sarah. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, I mean, we're making good time here. I mean, an hour and 13 minutes in. Like, even if I have to stream, like, a little bit longer to finish, I will.
I swear. Hi, I'm Dr. Terrence Kine. Remember we spoke on the ballot?
If you're real, let me in. I need to destroy that cluster behind you.
Not yet. Escape on that shuttle and you'll kill us all. When they took the marker from Aegis 7, it woke the being in the core of the planet.
The hell is that?
Mercer calls it the hive mind, nexus organization, controls these necromorphs telepathically. If we leave while the hive mind is active, well, you saw the Valor. If even a single necromorph escapes, humanity is finished. The marker. Emilia, she knew. She told me it would return the beast to its slumber.
Okay, so if we return the marker to Aegis 7, it'll stop the outbreak?
Exactly. But we need the shuttle to return it to the planet. You have a singularity core, and I can let you through. So what do you say?
If it'll end this for good, deal.
Excellent. I can distract Mercer, but not for long. And get the marker to the shuttle bay quickly. Thank you, Mr. Clark, for helping me fix my mistakes.
I was kind of skeptical of Dr. Kyne in the remake at first, but he's kind of growing on me. Like, you definitely can't replace the voice acting of the same guy who played Joshua Graham, the Didact, and Harbinger. But I mean, he's growing on me because he's insane, but he's at least a likable character. The original Dr. Kyne, just, like, I didn't really like him all that much. Just his voice. Okay, this is the thing that he was just writing. She's only a voice at first, but now she's my constant companion again. Perhaps there's some kind of... Okay, it's just him mumbling about how his dead wife is there. I don't think I picked up any power nodes, but let's check just to be sure. Okay, I did, so... Spark really wanted me to upgrade the plasma cutter, so I think that's what I'm going to do for the majority of the remaining power nodes. Okay, now we know he is completely insane. Emilia. I mean, he even put exclamation points everywhere. Okay, so that should be the last tendril that's blocking the marker. Okay. Yeah, so, for the remake, they released, like, this, set of merchandise, like, there's this marker statue that's, like, 1 of 2,000 that you can order, and I really want to get one for my desk, that way I have some form of Dead Space media that's official. Because, like, I have an Isaac Clarke jacket from, like, years and years ago, but it doesn't fit me anymore, and it's actually really uncomfortable to wear. Like, it's one of those, like, jackets that you can zip up, like, over your face to where it gives you, like, a mask. But it's like, for one, I'd never actually wear something like that in public. And two, it's just really uncomfortable because the zipper, like, goes over my head. I'm trapped in a corner, so fuck everything.
on the shuttle. I'll come help you load the marker. Damn, Mercy's close. Hurry!
It's like I'm grabbing everything but what I intend to grab. Just to get it out there, you want a rough translation of the last marker text? Yes, please. I was actually just thinking about that, but I didn't say anything. Because I was thinking, like, man, I need to translate that later. Because the marker text is a legible font, for those who aren't aware. So you can actually go and, like, translate each letter bit by bit. Don't have an exact translation, but that question mark says everything. But yeah, a translation would be much appreciated. Because, like, I'm genuinely curious what it says, because I like how it is not only fucking with the game, but it's also fucking with the UI. Make us whole again. I mean, okay, so that's kind of a given, but I still like that because it's fucking with the game world and the UI. So it just makes it that much more immersive to me. And I just love how when you get close to it, it screws up your vision and you hear voices and shit. And then when you walk away, you're completely fine. Like, that is just next level detail for a Dead Space game. Compared to Dead Space 3 when you're literally tossing them around as fucking kinesis weapons.
Singularity core replaced.
iOS Dead Space did it first.
To complete hardware installation.
Yeah, that's the shame. That's a shame, is that it's really hard to play iOS Dead Space now. Like, you have to, like, download, like, the package for it, and I think you have to run it through an Android emulator or something along those lines. It's just really hard to actually play that game now, and it's honestly a shame. It did come out, like, what, 2010, 2011? Okay, so I'm test firing the engine, but where do I go? Oh. Android emulator doesn't work for iOS Dead Space? Really? Oh, every texture in the game. So, okay, so it works, but, like, not great, so, like, things are broken. I'm glad that it's preserved, though, because it could have easily become lost media.
Test fire in progress. Stand clear.
Fuck off, Twitcher. So I want to take them out first. Oh, you've got to be kidding me right now. The problem is I don't remember if they just keep coming or if I have to, like... Probably gonna have to bite the bullet here and just... Okay, I need to get him over here. Alright, come on, Hunter. You stay right there.
Test fire in progress. Stand clear.
No, you son of a bitch!
Yeah. Ah, come on!
You bastard! Make it. Bring convergence! Make us whole!
I think something is attached to me, like a plastic barrel or something. Yeah. That's lame. I was gonna go get like all the resources that they dropped, but...
Do you read me? Mr. Clark! Mr. Clark, come in!
Fuck this ship.
You're alive. Altman beat me.
Fuck Altman, too. Kendra?
I'm here, but every alert on the Ishimura is screaming. Critical damage to internal systems. The marker just ripped right through the ship. Something pulled it down in the cargo bay.
Kind, pilot the shuttle to the hangar. We're going after the marker.
Of course. Amelia, quickly.
Wait, Dr. Kine. That guy's lost it. He killed the captain. We can't trust him near the marker.
He says returning it to the planet is the only way to end this. We've got to try. I'm heading to cargo. You ping Nicole's rig and tell her where to go.
Leave it to me.
Thanks. When I get the marker, we're all getting out of here.
Okay, so it brought me down to cryogenics. Wait, there's something in there. Tissue sample.
Ooh. There's gotta be a working DNA scanner around here.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna put too much stock in the side missions just because I want to do, like, the main story. I mean, I know there's probably gonna be, like, specific rewards for doing them. But at the same time, I just kind of want to play through as much as I can without getting distracted too much. But if there's something, like, super great that I can get, then I'll go for it. But if not, I'll just continue as I am. Only if it's worth it, because if it's like the Force Gun or something, then I'm not gonna bother with it. Because, like, I'm not gonna go on, like, a 2-hour trek just to find something that isn't worth my time, you know?
Flight deck tram control.
Mr. Clark, we're approaching the hangar bay.
We'll meet you there with the marker.
Yes, I assume.
Now arriving at flight deck.
We'll send the hive mind back into the darkness.
So glad you gave that guy our only escape shuttle. Shit, Isaac. Those things you've killed, their biomass is pulled down in the cargo bay. It's recombined itself into... Well, it's something huge, and the marker's embedded right in the middle. How the hell do we do this?
I've got the Ishimura's cargo cranes. They can move half a bay of mining gear, no problem. If whatever's down there wants to wrestle for the marker, I'm in.
Override the safeties, and yes, it might work. But hurry. We're losing critical systems fast.
So this is definitely new, like... This whole, like, shtick is completely different. Let's see, how much stasis energy do I even have? Okay, so I can't risk getting rid of that, so I'll just, use it. Just kind of hope for the best. Yes and no, there is something, but it doesn't make any extensive difference from what I've seen, not to mention you actually did the event backwards. You're supposed to get the tissue sample, do the side quest, then kill the hunter to get the full rewards. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then I don't really care. Like, if it's not gonna affect, like, the end game for me, then I'm not really too concerned with it right now. I'll probably do it on my New Game Plus, but not now.
Emergency. Deck evacuation protocols are in effect.
Missed. Yeah, like, the only thing that would make me, like, actually go for that is if it was the detonator from Dead Space 2, but I seriously doubt it. So I hear somebody screaming, or not, or moaning in agony, but, like...
Clearance confirmed.
One day I'll tell the story of my vendetta against fire extinguishers, but that day is not today. Okay, so I'm supposed to enable a cargo crane. And then there's bridge control. Oh, right there. But the problem is, where's the controls to the cargo crane? Over here. There's always ping. I want more ping.
Emergency. Emergency. Deck evacuation protocols.
I think everybody wants more ping, but I don't know about ping. So, I'm genuinely confused here.
Protocols are in effect.
Gonna have to just kind of look over this area and kind of see, like, where the landmarks are, because I can see the crane. It's just the only issue is that I don't know where the controls for said crane are. Because what I'm guessing is that I have to use the crane and then pick up the marker and then get it through the bridges, because that was in the first game, or the original game. But finding the control switch, it's probably obvious, but I have the memory of a goldfish and I'm blind as a bat.
Cargo loader activated. Warning. Shipment 782 is misaligned. Retrieval may be delayed. Warning. Maximum weight load exceeded. Warning. Cable stress is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent.
Come on, come on!
Fire extinguisher! I just love how I can use a fire extinguisher as a weapon. It even shows that in the cutscene, too.
Loading shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
Okay. Oh, dear Jesus Christ.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Yeah, I am so dead right now. Yep, just kill me. God damn! I gotta get my head in the game. And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey. What's going on? See, the funny thing is, like, I think for, at least for me, like, I had no idea what that song was before that meme, and then I realized it was an actual song. But what surprises me is that Rickrolls are still a thing. Like, I remember seeing the Rickroll back in, like, what was it, 2006? Well, that's a shitty autosave if I've ever seen one. Okay. At least I know what I'm doing this time, at least partially, so... It's like, the moment I feel like I have enough resources, I immediately get just completely destroyed. But I mean, that's the name of the game, quite literally. Let me scavenge around real quick, see what I can get, just to get myself prepared. What are you doing to sprint? I'm not sure what you're asking.
Cargo loader activated. Warning. Shipment 782 is misaligned. Retrieval may be delayed.
Sparkster, remember the rules.
Warning. Maximum weight load exceeded. Warning. Cable stress is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent.
Come on!
Loading shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
Still in one piece.
Take this over here. Oh, there's some lockers that I actually missed.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Press the button, and then I'm gonna run.
Warning. Obstruction on cargo rail.
I am so dead. I'm so dead. Come on, Isaac, move. Move, you.
Obstruction on cargo rail.
You know what? Screw it. Kill me! Do it! So, I think now I know what I need to properly do here. So, there's all these obstructions, so they've added, like, the tentacle things, so, like, I have to go and destroy those sacks to kind of clear the obstructions. And there's a guardian that I missed somehow, which I'm not sure how that works, unless it spawned afterward. But I think I need to kind of, like, maybe set some traps a little bit, kind of prepare a little better, because I think I'm just going in and bum rushing it, and I realize that I can't actually do that. Those are big boys you're facing. Yeah, like, I think maybe I need to use the contact beam instead of wasting my pulse rifle ammo on the tentacles. Oh yeah, I forgot. The absolute worst autosave ever. Alright, so let's do all that with a lot less dying this time. But I'm gonna kind of scout around and kind of see what I can find here, because not only are there resources, but that Guardian is probably what caused me the most trouble, and I completely ignored the fact that he was there. There we go. It's one less problem to deal with. Okay, do I have any... Okay, I don't have any line racks, so I can't place any strategic traps, but... Oh, well, speak of the devil, there's a line rex right there. And some contact energy. EA. Okay, so I have enough to set some traps, but that's about it. So, let me get all these resources. Okay, and then there was a... If I remember right, I need to... Oh, when Isaac stops hallucinating. I know it's difficult, buddy, but you've got this. Because another issue was that I had all those fleshy substances. So I'm going to check around the room and see if there's any that I missed. Because that was also what was obstructing the bridge, and that if I can get less time to where the marker is moving, better. Adapt and overcome. Okay. So, I think that's enough for it to slide across, but you can just never be too sure with these things, so I'm going to do one more double check around, and then we're going to try this for the third or fourth time. But, you know, it's all in good fun. Like, I gotta learn from my mistakes. Like, if I don't bump my head a few times, then I'm not learning anything from it. So it's a strategy that I can learn for next time. Like, I definitely can't brute force everything. See, I wonder if that ping thing is something that I can sell. An oddly intriguing artifact from the past. Sell at the store for credits. So, I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit to that store, and I'm going to sell Ping, and I'm going to buy some more resources. Because it's almost like that was the intention.
Warning. Structural integrity compromised.
I got some more contact energy and credits. Because it doesn't give me an exact amount on how much this gives me, so... Oh! Oh! That is not enough to buy the next suit, but that pretty much, like... That gives me enough to get, like, as much items as I need, so definitely going to be splurging a little bit. A little bit, I mean a lot. Okay, so I still don't have the freaking line gun, or the line rack schematics. But at the very least, I can get a surplus of ammo and medkits, which is what I need primarily at the moment. I know I'm probably going to use these up within like 5 minutes, but I'm not so concerned about getting the suit just yet, because I feel like once I get to the next section, I'll be able to get it like right before the end of the game. But right now, I think the priority is just stocking up on what I need the most, and that's ammo and health. Just like my real-life bank account. Okay, I've used up all of my inventory slots getting ammo and so forth, so... let's go back and get back into action. I'm also going to save over here just so I don't have to go through all of that again. Because as we've seen, like, every time I've started that, I'd have to go through the autosave multiple times. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. But I do appreciate that the game is not holding my hand at all. Because I played Dead Space 1 so many times that a lot of this stuff comes as second nature. At least when I played the original, but like now, it's so different that it actually is overwhelming me. And I appreciate that, because it's actually really difficult. So I'm gonna move that right over here. And I'm gonna use that on one of the tentacles. Oh yeah, I have to go over to the panel and actually activate this thing. Over there. And I like a game that's challenging, but it's not, like, impossible.
Activated. Warning. Shipment 782 is misaligned. Retrieval may be delayed. Warning. Maximum weight load exceeded. Is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent.
Come on, come on!
Loading shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
That could have ended very badly. Jesus. Oh, Christ on a bike! Come on, come on!
Access bridge is obstructing transfer. Caution. Access bridge is obstructing.
Not now, Ishimura computer. You're like the self-checkouts at Walmart saying that I scanned something wrong. I don't need to be reminded. Oh, I have to hold it? Oh, come on.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Unexpected item in the bagging area. gonna make a run for it and get to that.
Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
I think that's the last bridge.
I'm reading
Oh!
the transfer to the hangar bay.
The marker.
Oh, thank God.
On our way.
Kind? Your flight path goes by airlock 19. I can get there from the computer core.
A pickup. Yes, we'll be there.
Can you make it to the airlock alone?
No movement on the cameras. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
Well, I used a lot of my ammo, but I still have a pretty good amount of health kits left, and I've got a lot of plasma cutter ammo, so overall I think I could have done that a little better, but I at least am alive and I made it past that part. So I can count my blessings.
Danger. Containment fields approaching maximum capacity.
I mean, it's definitely not a stream if I don't bump my head a few times.
On the monitor, he's right by the airlock.
Don't let this place get to you. Kendra, we're out of time.
He's not there. I can make it if I run.
Okay, I don't see anything, so I'll just go ahead and save. There, it's set in stone. I don't have to do that part again. Of course it wasn't going to be that easy. It's a baby doll. Oh, hey, this is music from the original game. I think I had a stasis pack. Well, apparently not.
Mr. Clark, your colleague's safely on board.
My name is Kendra Daniels. Stand by, Isaac. He's bringing the shuttle in now. Isaac, we can't run the automated loading controls. Must be the damage to the ship.
We're losing time. The hive mind is down there.
Kind, relax. I'll turn off the gravity in the hangar, then I can load the marker by hand.
All right. No, don't worry, Amelia. They understand.
Jesus.
Those explosive barrels? Huh. Save that for later. Well, with these zero-G segments, chances are, since I'm in a big open area, I'm probably going to get bum rushed again, but I'm not too concerned. But let me see how they've changed this from the original. Because in the original game, you would just literally pick the marker from one of these closet areas over here, which I guess that's where I'm supposed to go, and then you would just, like, literally just kinesis it all the way over to the shuttle. But let's see if they've improved upon this any, or if it's basically just the same thing. I am going to scavenge for resources real quick, because I would be absolutely dumb if I didn't. Okay, so there's a power core for something, so I'm assuming that's to the crane. So I'm going to bring that up here, and then we'll see where to go from here. But I do like how I can freely explore stuff, because I felt like the original game you were very much constrained by the plot. Because you really couldn't backtrack or explore any areas. But here I can literally go over to the Kellyan and explore it if I really wanted to, which I might actually do that, just to see if there's anything like over there that... You know what, I'll do that real quick before I get rushed by enemies. Because there might be like some sort of cargo bay or something that was intact. Because I never really actually looked at... Yep, my suspicions were correct. There's at least some, like, supplies over here. Oh, hey, it's the pilot that, like, broke her knee or something. It's actually a nice attention to detail. Like, it's not just some mindless wreckage, you can actually kind of go into it. Yeah, like in the original, you were really just constrained to that back area that I was just at. You couldn't come back here. Okay, so that power core needs to go over there, it looks like. But where did I drop it at? I think I brought it up here, maybe? Again, my memory is pretty much a goldfish, and I'm as blind as a bat sometimes. So, let me just kind of move around here and see where I dropped that battery. Because I feel like I brought it up there, but... you know. Oh, it's right over here. Because it's not a stream if I don't aimlessly wander around for a few minutes. But I think it's just more organic that way. Like, if I'm not messing up or, like, lost for, like, 5 minutes, it's, like... That's probably, I think, a charm I like about streaming more than doing YouTube is that with Let's Plays, if I screw up, I can just edit it out and post. Here, I can't do that. Everything is as it is, and there's nothing that I can change. I mean, I could probably edit a VOD post, but like live, I mean, there's nothing I can do to really change it. And I prefer it that way. Because you get to laugh at my frustrations. Okay. So, this power core... See, that cord is connecting somewhere. See, I wonder if this is just an extra one in case I lost it, but that just wouldn't make any sense. Unless I have to bring it back over here? Oh, maybe it is just an extra one. I guess I'll find out. So, I don't want to... Okay, it stops. I was fully expecting that to just completely obliterate Isaac, and it would have been pretty funny, but... So, back up here. Keep this close by. Grab another one. Oh, it's still alive. Okay, so I guess now that I've got that figured out, I gotta go back down and activate the loading shutter. I mean, it's a little more, I don't want to say tedious, but it's more detailed and it's less simplified, but it's still, like, I don't want to speak too soon, but at least it's, like, it's still about the same level of simplicity. So, I guess maybe I have to still use that switch. There we go. And then I will turn on the loading shutter, and then we are good to go.
There it is. The marker.
The safeties are still on. I need to restore gravity before we can load it.
Hurry, please. It's on board. Come, quickly.
Go open the hatch for him.
Alright, we're gonna... Was that blood just now? Okay. First floor, immigration runway number 2. Second floor, hangar bay. Third floor, control flight. Okay, so now that the marker's on board, we can all get on the shuttle and relax.
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't trust him with the marker.
Kendra, what are you doing?
What my department sent me here to do. Even if the Valor couldn't help me out like I wanted.
Department? Who are you?
I work for EarthGov, cleaning up a very, very old mess. I told you and him in the Aegis 7 was off limits. The planet was one big government experiment. The marker, this divine artifact, it was built by human hands.
That's impossible. It's an alien world. The miners dug up the fucking thing.
After it was planted here a few hundred years ago. Even Kai didn't pick up on that. They found the first marker in some crater on Earth. That one. That was real. Alien. Enough to inspire unitology. Our people studied it and reverse engineered this red marker. But they needed somewhere to test it.
Aegis 7.
You've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. I thought the old reports were just hysteria. Until I saw what I saw. They sealed off the whole system, buried the records nice and clean. Until CEC got greedy. Those idiots tore Aegis 7 apart, and woke up with the old research team left behind.
So EarthGov sent you to sweep it all under the rug. Damn it, we have to return the marker. If anyone else stumbles across Aegis 7...
It was disappeared once. We can do it again. I've seen how the marker fucks with your head. It must be contained. For what it's worth, we made a great team. You'll find another way off the Ishimura. I mean, you're one hell of an engineer.
Your experiment's gonna kill us all! Daniels!
Oh, betrayal that I never saw coming a mile away.
Isaac, come in. It's Nicole.
Where are you?
In the flight control room. Please, you have to come up here now. There's still a way out for us, but we don't have much time.
I mean, that betrayal was, of course, I knew that was going to happen because I played the original multiple times, but it's like, Kendra's character is just so much better in this one because, like, she was not a likable character at all in the first game. You just never trusted her. She was rude and snobby, and in this one, like, you actually felt like you could trust her a little bit.
Structural integrity compromised.
And it was more than unexpected for a betrayal like that to happen.
You made it.
I tried to find you. Half the Ishimura is coming apart, and the other half swarming with those things. How'd you get here?
You cleared the way. I can always count on you.
Not this time. Daniel screwed me over.
You couldn't have known she would take a marker.
She left us to die.
There's still hope. You can recall the shuttle and remote pilot it from here. Bring back the marker and we can return it to Aegis 7. You can make us whole again.
I just don't know what to believe anymore.
It's okay, Isaac. You'll know what to do.
Calling shuttle USG-09. Prepping remote docking procedures.
Damn it, Isaac! You don't know what you're doing!
I know someone's gonna answer for this.
You fucking kidding me? Shit!
Warning. Escape pod launch detected from shuttle USG-09.
Escape pod. Damn! We lost her.
It doesn't matter. She can't escape her fate. But who can? Here it comes. Isaac?
I know. Ishimura's finished. If we get on that shuttle, she'll go back.
Leave no regrets. Go. I'll reprogram the shuttle with our flight path to Aegis 7 and join you on board.
Be watching my back.
Cross my heart.
Okay, so before I leave the Ishimura, I'm gonna go to the store that's nearby and the tram.
Containment field approaching maximum capacity.
And then I'm gonna get on board the shuttle. Just because I want to see if I can buy any supplies before I get to Aegis 7. Because, like, I could do the side missions, but I just don't really feel like backtracking for like another hour and a half. Because it's just like, I want to get the meat of the game done. And then, on my own time, or maybe when I do New Game Plus, I'll go back and do all the side missions, but... like, I think what's important is that I finish the meat of everything. Okay, this will take me to the tram station and then to the store. And I'm making good time. I mean, I kind of was aiming for about a 4-hour stream, and we're at 2 hours and 17 minutes, so I'm making good time.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your designated safe zone immediately.
Okay, so... plasma cutter, ammo, and health kits, that's what I need. Okay. We're about to get to the grand finale, ladies and gentlemen. Probably could have used a stasis pack, but I'm sure there's probably going to be a stasis recharge station somewhere. But if not, I mean, I'll learn my lesson pretty quickly. But one thing's for sure is that I am definitely going to save here, because if I do want to come back and do that stuff later, like off-stream and by myself, I have the save file to do it. Because from my understanding, and from the in-game dialogue, it's like when you go to Aegis 7, there's no turning back, so it's the point of no return. I've got to go this way. Yeah, but what's really cool is that there's a map creator in VR chat who recreated this entire section of the Ishimura, as well as the bridge. And randomly a bathroom in a VR chat. and it's really cool, but it's eerie because, like, seeing it in third person is one thing, but seeing it in first person VR is another animal entirely. You know what? Screw you, Leapers. I'm just going onto the ship. Yes, any side missions will be abandoned. Watch them kill me in the cutscene, that'd be pretty great.
I never doubted you, Isaac. I knew you'd come back.
Are you ready?
Yes. We're together again. Nothing can stop us now. This isn't how I imagined saying goodbye to Ishimura. Steady.
I'm good.
Are you afraid, Isaac?
No. There's no going back.
It's easier when there's nowhere to go but forward. This all began in the core of the planet.
Daniel said EarthGov built the marker. Some experiment they abandoned hundreds of years ago.
If you're not ready, miracle must be as terrifying as a nightmare. The planet is restless, hungry. It'll try to eat us alive. But we have the marker. We'll put things back the way they were. We will be whole again.
See, I like how Aegis 7 actually looks like it had an atmosphere rather than just being a rocky planet with nothing on it. Oh yeah, and this is also a map in VR chat. Somebody made this part of Aegis 7. Oh, that is so cool. Yes, guilt trip me game for not doing those side missions, but I don't care because this is cool. Like, this is just, yeah, title drop. That would make me so angry.
Now's our chance.
Nicole?
But yeah, like, looking at this, it's just incredible.
Come on.
Because, like, I've seen this so many times, and seeing it in this level of detail is incredible. Because, like, you can see, like, where the gravity tethers are that connects to the Ishimura, and then that hunk of rock that's just stationary in space, and the ship behind it. It's just so cool. Like, I am just so happy. Like, this is a remake I never would have expected in a million years to have happened, and I'm just so glad that this is here. But we're in the final stretch now, so definitely get a drink, a snack, get comfortable, because we're in for a wild ride.
Light in the sky.
Gravity tethers on the Ishimura are failing. Tectonic load. We don't have long before all that rock falls. How do we do this?
We return the marker to its pedestal. The loading track leads directly to the excavation site. It'll work. The hive mind will obey. We'll be whole again. And you and I can be together. Come on, we need to hurry.
So I wonder if I'm going to see any of the, I mean, I doubt there's going to be, like, any substantial changes in the architecture, but I wonder if I'll see any of the Dead Space extraction locations. Because, like, there's so much more to this colony and this facility than what's seen. Like, there's an entire, like, there's an entire city down here, basically. Three victims in Union Square mass suicide. From each of 7 bodies are being transported to the Ishimura. No way! It's so context. Gabe Weller is one of the main characters from Extraction. Hutchins, yeah, these are all Extraction characters. Chief Vincent, that's the security chief from Dead Space Downfall. Gabe, yeah, I know it's casket duty, but I think you'll like this one. I hear a buddy of yours is down there. Fucking Nate McNeil, man. And a kitty assignment like this should leave time for a meetup. Don't scare the rookie. I love that. Oh, they're giving Dead Space Extraction some love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, like, it was... Dead Space Extraction was a Wii title, and it was a rail shooter, but it's probably one of the only rail shooters I've actually completed, period. And it's just such a great experience. Like, they re-released it on the PS3 with better visuals and 60 frames per second, but like Dead Space Extraction I don't think gets enough love, and I'm so happy that they're referencing it. Like,
this is Sergeant Bram Newman. PSEC evacuation report. The shuttle's gone. Took off and then crashed right back down into the bay. Took a whole crowd with it. Must be 100 people dead. We've lost the rest of the shuttles. God help us. There's no way out. Anyone hearing me? Do not land. I repeat, do not land on Egypt 7. Fuck the Ishimura. We left them to die.
That shuttle crash they mentioned was also an event in Extraction.
The marker signal. Uses us. We combine us. But there's a dead space in that signal. Around the marker itself.
I saw that title drop, Nicole.
The eye of the storm.
Are you happy now, Trends?
They can't stay there for long.
I've seen it. But this pedestal, why there?
It amplifies. The marker's pulse will be felt across the planet. The dead will sleep. And the living will see what can't be forgotten.
So, again, with Sparkster's suggestion, I'm going to upgrade. Oh wait, that's my suit. I need to upgrade the plasma cutter. Yeah, stasis energy is probably a good one to use. See, if there's not anything like crazy, don't use the Ripper. Contact beam. I think I'll just put my last one in damage for the plasma cutter. So that means that I've pretty much, I don't want to say that I've maxed out the damage capacity for it, but I've gotten a pretty good amount of it, because I think you're able to max out a lot of this stuff in your first playthrough, but since I didn't really backtrack that much, there's still a lot of stuff that I didn't get, power nodes that I'm missing. So there's probably... I probably won't be able to max out any of the stuff until I do New Game Plus, which I am going to do that by myself, up until probably the ending. Okay. So it needs a power core. I'm guessing it was probably in that room I was just in, but I'm just having so much fun just looking around and just reminiscing and looking and seeing like all the references to the expanded lore that I'm just so distracted by it, and I'm just so happy that it's hard for me to keep on track, because like I am just so happy. I think it might have been in the server room. Yeah, right here. Is this credits there? No, it's just a candle. All right. So far, this seems to be about the same. Like, this is what you did in the original game. And I'm glad that they didn't change it too much to where it's, like, not recognizable anymore. But, like, this is pretty much the same. Like, activating the shutters, opening the doors. But if I remember right, there's actually a door back here from Dead Space Extraction, but it's been a number of years since I've played that, so I probably wouldn't recognize it even if I saw it. But so far, like, as far as like what I've played and the fact that I'm on the last chapter, like, this is a remake done right. Like, they did not like pull any punches, with the exception of maybe Hammond and his death, like, and some of the voice acting, but like overall, like, this is, I would rank this at an A+ to an S tier, and I don't say that lightly. But we'll see, like, it's still early in the year, so there's plenty of other games that are coming out. Like Resident Evil 4 Remake and Silent Hill 2 Remake. So there's plenty of other horror games that are coming out this year. And, well, also Jedi Survivor, so my opinion of what games I'm enjoying this year can definitely change. But out of all the games that have released so far this year, this is definitely my number one so far. But we'll see what happens after March comes around and April, when Resident Evil 4 and Jedi Survivor come out.
Day by day, my friends left, came back in body bags, then came back. You wonder, is it insanity if everyone else sees what you see?
I'd never have left you in that place. You know that.
It was my one bright, shining star in that darkness. Isaac will find me.
Well, there's a save station here, I might as well make use of it. But if I were to compare this to, like, say, Resident Evil 2 Remake, because, like, see, I didn't really play the original Resident Evil 2, unfortunately, just because, like, the tank controls really threw me off on a lot of the classic titles, unfortunately.
There's no power in this section. The marker won't move. We're losing time.
It's okay. Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected. Tether generator. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Maybe a busted power line. I'm on it.
Please hurry. We can't fail now.
But, like, from what I understand, like, Resident Evil 2 Remake, while it's a fantastic game, there were some things that were definitely taken out of the original, like the A-B scenarios. Like, the second scenarios fell short, because in the original Resident Evil 2, like, you had to actually strategically, like, pick what weapons and stuff you picked up, because Claire or Leon might not have it the second time around. But, like, comparing that to this to Resident Evil 2, like, as someone who is a huge Dead Space fan, this is very faithful to the original, I think. But that's just my opinion. Like, to the point where they're using the same sound effects for things, and I really like that. Like, it's not enough to where, like, it's overbearing and it's just, like, remaster status, but, like, reusing some of the same sound effects, like, makes it familiar. And it does not go over my head. Like, I definitely notice it, and I'm loving it. Twitch is being weird. It's saying we don't follow this channel. Oh, hey, Monster Club, it's good to see you back. Yeah, I don't know. It still says in my feed that you're following, but if you want to, you can go ahead and unfollow, refollow, unless you've already fixed it. But we are about to finish up Dead Space Remake. We're in the last chapter. I don't know what else is in store, because, again, they could have changed any number of things. Definitely need some plasma cutter ammo. I've only got like 5 rounds left. And sell this flamer fuel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it might have just been a glitch, because I also didn't see the notification pop up on stream either, so might have just been one of those weird Twitch things. But I was just talking about how, like, as a remake, like, comparing this to, like, Resident Evil 2, even though I didn't play the original Resident Evil 2, I do understand that there were gripes with it, like the A-B scenarios not being really faithful to the original source material. Like, there really wasn't any incentive to not pick up weapons, because, like, Leon and Claire would
Cross-contamination field engaged.
Have to, like, pick and choose what weapons they picked up, otherwise they wouldn't have it for their scenario. But as a remake, this is very faithful to the original and expands upon it in all the right ways. The only gripes I've had with it so far are some of the voice acting and a few of the character interactions, but overall, this is very faithful to the original.
Main power interrupted. Tether generator.
Like, this is, like, probably the best game release of 2023 so far. And that's... and we've got Resident Evil 2, or Resident Evil 4 Remake next month, and then Silent Hill 2 later this year, and then Jedi Survivor later on, too.
Emergency elevator offline. Notifying maintenance. Power restored to west generator.
Okay. And for those of you in the chat, I know that some of you are already friends with me on Discord and such, but I made a Discord server for this Twitch stream. It's very bare bones at the moment because I'm still working on it, but I basically just used a template from another server that I own and transferred everything over there. But like, I have a Discord server now, so if anyone wants to interact with me post stream, you can do that now. It's just I prefer not to use like social media like Twitter and Facebook and whatnot, just because I tend to stay away from social media except for like instant messengers like Discord.
Power restored to central generator.
I am eating 3 boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese, and nobody can stop you. Hey, it's good to see you, Dio. So I'm actually in the last bit of Dead Space Remake. This is the last chapter. So it shouldn't. I would say that it probably would be maybe an hour more. But if there's like, if I get stuck or something, then of course the time will change. But because like right now I'm kind of figuring out what it wants me to do here, because there's one more power core left, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. Because there's this one right here, but I think that one's one that was already there. Oh. Okay. So, is there more? Okay, so 2 of the generators are online. 2 of them are offline. So, okay, so they're actually, it looks like whenever I put them in place or something. Let me see.
Emergency elevator offline. Notifying maintenance.
I'll put this here.
Power restored to east generator.
Got a little bit of a hiccup there. You ever have one of those moments where you just end up eating way more than you usually do and surprise yourself? Feels like eating a whole pizza or multiple burgers or a whole plate of fries or copious amounts of pasta. Yes, I have done that multiple times. Usually with snack food. Like, it's not usually meals unless it's something that I really like, but it's usually snack food.
Janet Isaac, power is flowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site's just up ahead. Make us whole.
Okay, I know what this is now. So in the original, you were going through like an air duct, it was pretty simple, but it looks like they've actually added another mini game here with like the power cores and whatnot. But I might show the video if I get the opportunity, because I also don't want to. Yeah, I may or may not if I remember, but there's a video that I made a long time ago showcasing a bug in this game, in the original at least, where if you use a melee attack, Isaac is invincible until you stop using the melee attack, so you can completely dismember yourself with these fans and survive up until you stop pressing the button. Little bite setup over time, plus addicting, venting. Every Christmas I would eat the whole table. Okay, not literally. You know, now that I think about it, I've been craving a buffet lately. Like, where I am, there's not really a lot of choices for buffets. But like, I've been really craving a buffet. Like, when I was in college, I kind of got thrown off by them. Just because the college buffet food was really not the best quality. But like, it's been a long time since I've actually went to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Golden Corral is one of the lower tier ones, and they're out where I'm at even now. Yeah, Golden Corral is like one of the only ones that is accessible. The sheer adrenaline from his angry melee attacks keeps him alive. His determination could rival even Frisk from Undertale. Yeah, like, the problem with Golden Corral is, like, I used to really like it, but, it's just that you have to really find one that's managed well. Because, like, the one I have in my local area, like, the kitchen staff don't manage it very well. So, like, I can't really trust the food. And I know we're talking about, like, buffets and stuff as I'm in Dead Space with lots of gore, but it's fine. The cooks who ran Golden Corral where I was always overcooked every single thing. Yeah, and see, that's kind of why I just don't, like, I refuse to work in the food industry. Like, it's, I mean, I would if I had to, but it's like, I worked at Sonic for a brief amount of time, and that really turned me off on a lot of their food because of how it was prepared. And I mean, that kind of goes for any fast food place like you work at. Like, if you know how the food's made, you really don't really have an appetite for it anymore. But it's kind of why, like, when it comes to, like, jobs, I've really worked in, like, retail and, media. Okay, so I need to go this way. SpongeBob new management episode. Exactly. Yes. What? Are you kidding me? No! Oh no! A freaking brute here, out of all places. Okay, that was a waste, but no lurker. I think this is an enhanced one too, so that's gonna be even more trouble. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me! Get away from here! Whew. That could have ended way worse. The less you know Mr. Krabs, the better. Well, I mean, like, the thing is, though, like, even though Mr. Krabs is not a very good boss, in fact, I would say he's a horrible boss, but at the same time, SpongeBob has enough money from working at the Krusty Krab to afford his own house, like, buy a bunch of stuff for himself, like, he has plenty of free time to do what he wants with Patrick. So it's like, you know, Mr. Krabs may not pay, or he may not be the best boss, but at least SpongeBob is paid well enough where he can actually do those things. But then again, I don't know the economy of Bikini Bottom, so I don't know how any of that works. The house was 2-story with a library and a basement, and meanwhile Squidward gets jacked. Well, see, I don't feel too bad because, like, whenever it took me years to realize the joke that Patrick was literally living under a rock. It's like, that's why his personality was the way that it was. It's like, what, are you living under a rock? A pineapple mansion, exactly! See, like, SpongeBob, like, I hold that near and dear to my heart, because, like, I really liked it growing up, because I remember watching the pilot episode when it first came out. Mr. Krabs sold SpongeBob's soul for pennies, literally. Yeah, that's true. Like, basically the pocket change. Yeah, he's a horrible boss, but, you know, at the same time, though, SpongeBob does have a really good house, and he lives comfortably, but Bikini Bottom, like, it's actually a really interesting story, and I know that they probably didn't, like, intend for this to be the way it is, but, like, Bikini Bottom is literally the bottom of Bikini Atoll, which was a nuclear testing site during the post-World War II era. Like, there was tons of nuclear tests that were done in that area, so it's like, the implication is that they're just regular fish, but were mutated from the radiation exposure. Yeah, Fallout fish. But if you want a good rabbit hole to go down, I would recommend looking at the production music for SpongeBob. There's a couple of YouTube playlists, and it's just literally the same music they use in the episodes. But it's really good music if you actually sit down and listen to it. Like, it's got a really good vibe, it's relaxing, and like, I've spent more than a few hours just listening to that playlist on loop. Remember the comment at the Super Bowl halftime show? Don't remind me. Sicko mode. What did you think that pie was? Oh, God. Well, I mean, I want to know what Plankton is serving at the Chum Bucket. Save for the holographic meat. Holographic meatloaf. My favorite. It's even better whenever you, like, actually watch interviews with the voice actors and they start swearing. It just does not make any sense. But, like Tom Kenny, like, him and Jim Cummings are, like, some of the best voice actors of this generation. Like, they both have a repertoire of voices that they can do, and, like, it took me until I was an adult to realize that Jim Cummings and Tom Kenny were Cat Dog. Like, two of the best voice actors of my generation, like, together. It's really incredible. Okay, so shutter control. Oh, I guess I have to destroy these fleshy bits because it's getting jammed. Your kids are spoiled. Back in my day, SpongeBob was able to pay for his own house for 2 cents an hour, so stop complaining about your $11 an hour shit and appreciate what you have. 80 USD. Fallout 76 SpongeBob DLC. And for just a measly 20 Fortnite V-Bucks, you can get the SpongeBob pack. Which I would not be surprised. Because Fortnite is quite literally just third-person shooter Smash Bros. But it's like, the fact that Isaac Clarke and Chris Redfield are in the game are just so... It's so bizarre to me. I know it's a money thing, but like Fortnite, like, you know, I've always seen it as more like the audience that plays it is more on the younger side, so it's just like surprising that somebody from like a super violent game like Dead Space would make an appearance. Like, I mean, I appreciate it because that means that somebody's probably gonna rip those models and put them into VR chatter like Gary's mod and such, but I don't know, it's just a bit of a surprise to me. Oh, it's a divider. How did I miss that? I guess I'll just keep this equipped for now. When Essen box comes in, we can implement any single character we want. Yeah, like, I've been keeping up with that, like, not, like, crazy amounts, but, like, it looks really interesting. But, like, save for Half-Life Alyx, I really haven't seen a lot of what Source 2 is capable of. Okay, I love how the chat, like, completely just takes away what Sarah's saying on my screen, so let me read that real quick. I'll actually do my, radio voice for this. Attention all Fortnite gamers! SpongeBob is in great danger and he needs your help to wipe out all the squads in the Tilted Towers. To do this, he needs a gold scar and a couple of chug jugs to help him. All he needs is your credit card number and the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card and the expiration month and date. But you gotta be quick so that SpongeBob can secure the bag and achieve the epic victory royale. But you don't want to play as Morty from Rick and Morty that shows every... Yeah, especially after Justin Roiland, like, he's in a lot of hot water at the moment. Like, he actually got removed from Adult Swim because of, like, a domestic abuse charge or something. Like, of course, I'm not going to get deep into that here, but, like, Rick and Morty, like, I mean, it just kind of got stagnated after a while. Like, you know, it's like, the improv humor was funny, but, like, after a while, just kind of, like, I just lost interest in it. Like, it's hard for me to get into a lot of shows nowadays. Like, I mean, I have, like, Roku and, like, Netflix and Hulu and whatnot, but, like, when I use Roku, like, I just usually watch the free channels anyway. No more restrictions to the camera system or animation system. Maps the size of New York. Literally multiple game types. I could go on, but needless to say, the potential's way beyond the bounds of regular Source. Yeah, please do send me a video later, because I'd be genuinely interested to take a look. I'm actually gonna save real quick. Yeah, but I hope you like my radio announcer voice. I'd be more than happy to do more if anyone requests it. I mean, who knows? Maybe, like, one of my sound alerts or something, or, like, one of my, things that I can enable. I can, like, do requests or something. I don't know. Like, this is the closest I can get to radio, and I really like that. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub. I'm not one to usually wish on another being. Let's make a radio show with everyone. Yeah, I mean...
You're almost there, Isaac. Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry! It's
really hard to find... Like, I've met a couple voice actors, and I'm actually friends with a couple, believe it or not. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Matt Hill. You may not know the name, but you will know what he plays. I missed that. Matt Hill has been in, I'll just name some, like, his more lesser-known work. He was Kira Yamato in Gundam Seed, he was Soren in My Little Pony, and probably his most well-known role is Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Green jacket-wearing Ed. Okay, so I'm gonna set some traps here, because I know what's coming. Let's see if I can... No, that's not gonna work. Did I really just seriously lose that in the gap? That's lame. So... place it, like, right here. Oh! That was not good on my part. But I was testing the effectiveness of my own traps. That was not a mistake. Yep, see? Knew it was coming. Okay, so Do I have to destroy more? So, another fun fact about Dead Space Extraction is that the game actually starts in reverse. I mean, it's technically a it is a prequel to Dead Space and shows you sort of what happens to the Ishimura, and you can watch it along with Downfall to kind of get an understanding of what's going on. But, like, the start of Dead Space Extraction is actually in this area where they find the marker, like, they do something with it or transport it, but, like, this area is where that game begins, and then this is where the game, Dead Space 1, ends. Gotta remember that I have this thing. Like, I keep forgetting to use the line gun. Like, the line gun is basically just your giant plasma cutter. Laser crotch remover. Oh, so... here, well, the auto mod blocked that for some reason, but it's okay. I'll send you the video right now. You can check it out on the stream later. Like, I don't consider crotch as a bad, well, a unacceptable word. That's literally just explaining an area of your body. In fact, I'm fine with really any swear words, like your run-of-the-mill ones, like, but just no, like, slurs or anything. That's not cool.
Please, Isaac, the hive mind is coming. You have to make us whole.
Okay. Oh, game hung up there for a second. Oh, you've got to be shitting me, man. What? I'm actually gonna take your thing and do this! Oh, that was a bad idea.
There. Now reunited with the pedestal.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Nicole.
We're whole again. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
The payload nice time.
No.
Well, at least I can pick up all this ammo. So, fun fact, in the original game, like, if you looked up, like, you could see that hunk of rock falling. Like, if you kept the game, like, just facing, or looking up like that, you could see it come closer and closer. And eventually it would stop, but I just think that's a really cool detail. I'm pretty sure they preserved it here, but I won't know until I actually look. Say, if Cyborg-esque technology came out, would you ever genuinely consider replacing some of your limbs with servo-operated enhancements to increase your strength? I would say, like, maybe, like, for my arm strength, like, that'd probably be the only thing, like, as long as it was, like, non-invasive, like, more of, like, an exosuit than, like, an actual, like, prosthetic.
Come on.
Forget it, Isaac. There's no fixing this.
Let her go, Daniels.
Let who go? Can't you see how delusional you are?
We've got to go. The payload from the planet Crack is about to fall.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it, I'll help you. One last time. Wrigley override. This time, watch to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing. Just had a talk. That's all this research was in the end. Not much, is it? Just had to make it listen when he begged for convergence. But I had a different prayer. It spoke. And then it listened. Make this stop, I said. Maybe it understood, but... I can't return what was taken. Why can't I see you again, Isaac? I loved you. I always loved you.
No shit!
That's what the marker wanted you to see. Jacob Temple for her, and Nicole for you. Jacob. No.
If I had a mouth, you'd be seeing a wide open expression.
I knew something wasn't right, but she'd been through so much. And
At least now it'll be in safe hands. The marker won't turn anyone else into its puppet. Give me the loader remote.
No. It's over. We're whole again.
For Christ's
Jacob.
sake, I'm not going to ask again, Cross.
no, enough people have died.
Then just do it. I've got nothing left to lose.
Cross!
It's better this way, Isaac. You'll never recover from what the marker's done to you. And when the tectonic blow drops, all this will be buried. Just like Earth Gov wanted.
No fucking way!
Activity increasing. Evacuate to
Oh, that was a twist I never saw coming. I mean, I kind of figured, like, maybe Elizabeth Cross was gonna die, like, in a side mission or something, or she was already dead, and she was just a one-off, but, like, the fact that she's alive and was, like, playing the part of Nicole, like, or, like, Isaac thought that Nicole was her or whatever, that's incredible. Like, I never thought that would, like, because in the original, like, what happens is that Nicole was a hallucination the whole time, and it's never explained, like, how she's able to interact, or, like, it was just assumed that Isaac just did all the stuff himself, but, like, holy crap, that was bravo. Like, that was cool. Yes, Sarah, that's exactly how I feel right now, because, wow, like, I am blown away. That was incredible. I am so glad that I played this blind. Like, I'm so glad that spoiler was not ruined for me. Go to the power node thing one last time. There's not really anything that I could really benefit from here. Yeah, and as far as, like, my avatar is concerned, like, I kind of prefer, like, not having a mouth, just because it's, like, gives me more of that otherworldly kind of feel. So, like, the implication is that all of what I'm saying is, like, telepathic, or, like, I'm speaking, like it's audible, but it's, like, it's not coming from my mouth. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's, like, I like it better that way. I mean, I've toyed with the idea of having, like, an alternate look where I have, like, a sort of mouth, but it's just, like, I think for streams, like, I'm going to probably just, like, keep it like this. But, initially, fun fact, before we get to the main event of this game, I'll do a little bit of an explanation here while I do this. I initially played around with the idea of having, like, an LED face mask. And I was going to use that as kind of like a way for me to have a mouth without having a mouth. But the one who created my model wasn't able to implement that, so I was also planning on doing a 2D avatar that had that, but it's just money, like, with this model. Like, I've already spent a lot into it, so I just decided to stick with 3D. I don't know what the future holds, but as it stands right now, I'm pretty satisfied with how everything looks, so. Oh, I accidentally saved over the other save from the Ishimura, but it's not a big deal. I'm doing New Game Plus anyway, so it's not too big a deal. You know, I'm actually going to sell some of these line racks. Because health kits and ammo are my priority, and I don't think I'm going to be using the line racks much. So, sell those. Med kit. Okay. Alright. The grand finale. I hope everyone's prepared, because we're in for a wild ride.
Last warning, Isaac. I mean it.
Daniels! Got my hand!
Isaac.
Wow, look at all those ammo crates. There she is. Hello, old friend. Yeah, my FPS is tanking like real bad here, but I don't care.